Very well, thank you, goal-scoring legend Ali McCoist, and also you, Laura. It's very interesting. We forget you were so brilliant. You were very, very brilliant on the field. We forget that too quickly.
Very kind of you, Gareth. I sat and watched that. I sat and watched the fight on Sunday night. I've got to say, I sat with my younger kids and I enjoyed it, Gareth. I did enjoy it. And do you know something? Do you know what my overwhelming feeling was? I was actually really, really pleased for Fury because I could see the relief, just the outpouring of relief at the end of the fight.
Yeah, the narrative from me all week, whether people accepted it or not, was that Tommy Fury was under enormous pressure. There was so much jeopardy on him for himself, for his family, and for boxing in a certain sense as well. And like you say, the two men delivered as well. It was a fantastic spectacle, and it felt like a big fight in Las Vegas, or a big world title fight, because there were so many stars there as well. Deontay Wilder arriving late, Mike Tyson there, a big part of it all week, and obviously the Furies there all week, and obviously Tyson Fury there. But look, there was enormous relief. You could see that in the emotion of Tommy Fury afterwards. Yeah, and even in his dressing room, the way the family was celebrating, it was an enormous victory for him. And the weird thing is, I think Jake Paul's stock rose as well, because you had to admire his desire to win the fight as well, and his kind of lack of skills, but desire to actually win the fight. And that's what showed up in the end. It played out as it should have on paper.
Nick Pete's been tweeting, and he kind of summed it up. He was asking the question on whether or not Tommy Fury would want to fight for an English title, or whether he would go on to do a super fight against another YouTuber in KSI, for example, that is going to bring in big money. What do you think he wants?
Well, he's in a dangerous position in some ways, because he's a target now for all the big name YouTubers like KSI, like those kind of guys who've already called him out. KSI's got 41.5 million social media followers. That'll be another enormous fight. He's not even as good a boxer as Jake Paul is, but Tommy Fury could step in there and maybe earn another 5 million. It's a kind of, he's going to be a victim of his own success against the YouTubers in some way. But do you know what? He's a young man. There's nothing wrong with him doing that. You know, he's got a young family. If he has to do that, then so be it.
Do you think that there might come a day where they just create their own league in a way? Like the YouTubers, we start to see them fight more often, because if there's such a hunger for this, or is the hunger just for these individual super fights with these individual characters?
Yeah, I think it's just individual fights, and you know, people like KSI, you know, he's signed his own deal, hasn't he, Laurie? You'll be aware of it, with DAZN. 30 fight events over 5 years, 10 of them pay-per-view events. A fight for him with Tommy Fury. If Fury can accept that and step into the ring with him, why not earn that money? Why worry about having to prove himself as an inverted commas real boxer? The problem is, because the family he's from, he will want to do that. But at the end of the day, it's a business. And if he gets in there and he earns money against YouTubers, I don't think anyone would hold it against him.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods. Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.